Biden has said, no, we're not going to raise middle-class taxes and that he's not going to. Really? Well, here's Kamala Harris in the worst fake Southern accent I've ever seen, which has been noted by everyone on my production staff, admitting they're going to raise your taxes. And yet you've heard none of this because Goolsbee and others keep telling us for some bizarre reason it's not going to happen. Check this out.
Because you see, Fayetteville, when we get this thing done on Tuesday, Joe Biden and I are about to get rid of that tax bill.
What is with the Democrats and the fake accents? You see, Fayetteville, that's not how she talks. She's from California. Isn't this offensive pandering? I'm just asking. What if I did that, just started randomly making up accents? I mean, oh my gosh, the libs who watch my show, they're obsessed with it. They watch it every day. It's really weird, right? They would be all over it in their liberal rag outlets, you know, the Daily Kos and whatever. They'd be like, racist, fake accent. When Democrats do it, it's celebrate. What is with the fake accent? Kamala Harris just said it. They're getting rid of the Trump tax cuts, which were for you. That goes into big line number 2. We'll get to that in a second. Oh, si se puede. Yeah, that was Jill Biden, right? Si se puede. You mean si se puede? Like, you don't even speak Spanish. You don't even, what's puede? What is that? Is that like some food compilation? We make si se puede. Yes, we make puede? What does that mean? What's puede? It's like a conjugation of poder, right? Poder. Si se puede. My Spanish is not very good, but I know it's not si se puede. Here's Joe Biden himself, because you may be saying, Dan, Kamala, she's the vice president. She could have been lying that they were going to dump the Trump tax cuts, therefore raising your taxes. Here's Joe Biden admitting it in a debate himself. Check this out.
I'm going to eliminate the Trump tax cuts, and I'm going to eliminate those tax cuts and make sure that we invest in the people who, in fact, need the help. People out there need help.
All right, there it is. I mean, I don't know how much more evidence we have to present to the liberals, but let's go through this quickly. So there it is. Biden lie number 1, he's not going to raise your taxes while simultaneously admitting to raising your taxes. Biden lie number 2, hey, Trump didn't cut middle-class taxes. These were for the 1%. We'll get to that next. Well, here's Investopedia. If you want to check that out, it's in yesterday's newsletter if you'd like to check it out. Investopedia, I chose this deliberately because it's not a political website. It's an investment website. It's not Conservapedia or Liberapedia. It is a nonpartisan site that simply explains economics and investing, explaining the Trump tax reform plan. David Floyd, April 2021. So if Biden's right, he consistently said, and I'll show you in a minute in case you doubt this, that no, the Trump tax cuts were only for the 1%. You would think you were middle class. You didn't get a tax cut. Well, how is that, given that Investopedia explains here that the top rate fell from 39.6 to 37? Okay, the rich got a tax cut. They're rich, but a little bit less rich than the top guy. They got a 33% bracket. They dropped to 32. Now we're into the middle class brackets right here. So again, Biden said that the middle class got no tax cut. Let's just look at the numbers and debunk that nonsense immediately because it's so easy. So the upper middle class, their tax rate before Trump was 28%. It fell to 24%. The middle class, their tax rate was 25%. It fell to 22%. Hey, Joe, do you got Donnie Brasco? You cue Donnie up for me? I may need that after this last one. And then at the lower end of the middle class, the 15% bracket fell to 12%.
What are you going to do?
That's bizarre. Biden swore to us a couple of things. Again, there's so many lies here. You're probably having a tough time keeping track of the lies. You're telling me Biden said he wasn't going to raise middle-class taxes while simultaneously claiming Trump didn't cut your middle-class taxes while also claiming he's going to dump the Trump tax cuts and not raise taxes on the middle class. You understand how all of those things can exist in the same universe? It's not possible. Here's an article in The Blaze. New York Times exposes Biden's plan to raise taxes on the lower and middle income Americans to pay for a massive $6 trillion budget, breaking his repeated promises to not raise taxes on the middle class. How is he going to do this, folks? They're going to do it by a little trickery, and the media will help, I'm sure. Maybe they'll throw Fauci in the mix. Who knows? They're going to say, we're not raising taxes. We're just allowing the Trump tax cuts to expire. But, folks, that's raising I just read you the rates. Here's a quote from the New York Times, covered in the Blaze piece, because I'm not linking to the New York Times. Sorry, this is in the newsletter. The documents forecast that Biden and Congress will allow tax cuts for low and middle class income Americans signed into law by Trump to expire in 2025. The Times and others, didn't they agree with the leftists? Trump never cut middle class taxes. How is this possible? If Trump didn't cut taxes for the middle class, then how the hell is allowing them to expire a hike on the middle class? I'll wait a second. Can you all think about this, please? Because liberal and conservatives are like, Dan, I get it. It's obvious. Liberals are still confused. They're like, so what? If he allows the Trump tax cuts to expire, it's not going to affect us middle class. Biden told us we didn't get a tax cut. Yeah, I'm sorry you're an idiot. I'm really sorry you can't do basic homework. You got a massive tax cut. So lie number one, Biden's not going to raise your taxes. He's going to. Lie number two, Trump didn't cut taxes for the middle class. He did. And lie number three is Trump tax cuts. They went to the 1%. Oh, that's kind of 2 sub A. They did. What if I told you that the 1%ers, those evil 1%ers the left hates, that they actually paid more taxes after the tax cuts in terms of percentage? You'd be like, oh my gosh, my world is about to collapse. I'm a liberal. Everything I've been told is a lie. Yes, everything you've been told is in fact a lie.